One hit is all you need to make the money guaranteed, and you can live off royalties forever. And it makes me wonder, is it just a wonder, or is it one hit thunder?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the One Hit Thunder Music Trivia Game Show. I'm Chris Fafalius. I'm the host of the One Hit Thunder podcast, and I'm very happy to be hosting today's show as part of the Geekscape Livestream-tacular. And we got ourselves some amazing contestants today, all of which will be competing to see who has the biggest brain, or at least can fit the most useless music knowledge in their very small brain. So, with that being said, on to some introductions, if that's cool with everybody out there. All right, first off, some of you may know her as Leanor, and some of you may know her as Jeff the Girl. But either way, let's give a big round of applause for Five Iron Frenzy saxophonist and host of the Too Punk to Be a Hippie podcast, Leanor Ortega Till. Woo!
Good morning. Hi.
Thanks for being here.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, you may know him from Nerf Herder. You may know him from Jarinus. You may even know him from his appearance on TNT's Rizzoli and Isles. He's worked with everyone from J-Lo to Cheap Trick. Everyone, please put your hands together for singer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and producer, Linus of Hollywood!
Yay! Oh, shit.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's good to be here. I'm ready. I've been studying all night. I know a lot of random trivia facts, and I'm ready to win.
Yeah, no, nice. You got some help.
I've got my secret weapon. He knows all the answers.
Nice. And last but not least, he's the pride of Port Charlotte, Florida. In fact, when you read the newspaper headline, Florida man dresses as Yoo-Hoo representative and passes out chocolate water to everyone at music festival, it's most definitely referring to him. He's the co-lead singer and guitarist of Less Than Jake and the host of Chris DeMakes a Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Chris DeMakes!
Yay!
Cool. Well, everybody's here. Are you guys ready to do this?
Yes.
I am ready.
Okay, so on to the rules. In the first round, each contestant will get a choice between two categories. So I'll give you a choice, and I'm gonna go around. We'll start with Leanor. We'll go around that way. We'll go clockwise. If the contestant can answer the question correctly without the multiple choice, you'll get 10 points in the first round.
Okay.
If you answer it correctly with the multiple choice, you'll get 5 points. So you can get double the points if you can answer it with no multiple choice. In the first round, each contestant will get a shot at two questions. We'll go around question. We'll get a score check before we go into the second round. I'll tell you guys the rules after that. We'll get into that. But that's about it. That's all that's going on so far here. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. So first, we're going to start with Leanor. You're going to get to choose between
Yes.
punk rock or get weird.
Punk rock. Punk rock.
You're going with punk rock. Okay.
Yeah.
Your question is this. The term punk rock was first printed in April 1971 by Dave Marsh when he used the term to describe this one-hit wonder known for their hit 96 Tears.
A one-hit wonder. See this? I'm screwed. Okay, I need the multiple choice.
Okay, your choices are A, MC5, B, the Yardbirds, C, question mark and the Mysterians, or D, Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Can you read the question again, just real quick?
The term punk rock was first printed in April 1971 by Dave Marsh when he used the term to describe this one-hit wonder known for their hit 96 Tears.
I think it's the MC, the first, number one.
Sorry.
Ah!
It was question mark and the Mysterians.
Okay.
We recently
now I learned something. Thank you.
Do you know that song? Do you know that song 96 Tears? If you heard it, you would know it within 2 seconds. It is so recognizable.
Okay.
Once you're done, you'll be like, oh my God, of course I know this song. Anyway.
Okay.
Sorry, Leanor. Okay, Linus, you ready?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, your choices of categories are Beavis and Butthead commentary or sleigh bells, spelled S-L-A-Y bells.
That seems kind of metal. So I think I'm going to do sleigh bells.
Okay, sleigh bells. In this category, let me pull up what's going on here. Hey, producer Matt, can you explain this? Would you jump on and explain this one?
Sure. So my horror movie night co-host Scott Roger is also the brainchild behind all heavy metal cover band called Console Crash, where they cover video game and horror movies. But for this one, he's done 3 thrash metal covers of songs from Christmas movies. We'll play a 30-second clip of the cover, and you have to guess what movie the song is from.
Ah, man. Okay.
That's fun.
All right, here we go. Here's the first.
Wow.
Okay, first of all, that song was awesome. The performance was great. I enjoyed it as a metal fan, but I have no idea.
I think I know which one it was, but Matt, can you jump back in and make sure that I don't give away the next one?
Well, I mean, when the category comes up, we'll get the next one. But I think for at least 5 points, Chris or Leanor thinks they know it, they can try to steal it.
No, I don't know it, but that's a cool song. I don't recognize it.
I liked everything about it. I like the guitar. I like the playing. I like the production. I like the background ambiance. Yeah, but I don't know the song either.
I think we should all get points just for being so positive.
Yeah. What song is that?
It was the Gremlins theme song.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See,
This is not easy.
You're turning this into movie trivia. I listen to Dokken albums all day. I don't watch movies.
I'm sure we'll get there. Okay. No score yet. Chris, your categories are cartoons, spelled C-A-R-T-U-N-E-S, cartoons, or I Want My MTV.
Let's go MTV.
Okay, here we go. Which Phil Collins song was the most played music video on the first day of MTV?
Wow. Is that going to be Against All Odds, You Can't Hurry Love? Since no one's on the board yet, I'm going to go with a multiple choice, but I think those are going to be in the answers. Let's see here.
Okay. Your choices are A, I Missed Again, B, One More Night, C, In the Air Tonight, or D, Don't Lose My Number.
Okay, well, I know that Don't Lose My Number was later. Go through the choices again. The first one I don't know.
A, I Missed Again.
Okay.
B, One More Night. C, In the Air Tonight. Or D, Don't Lose My Number.
Yeah, I'm going with C, In the Air Tonight. I believe that was 81 when MTV started, and the other two were later, and the first one I don't know. I'm going for In the Air Tonight.
You're on the board with 5 points.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. We're going to keep going here. It's 5 zip right now. Leanor, we're back to you.
Physical challenge.
We'll set one up real quick.
Dance move.
Your choices are fake bands or Christmas classics.
Fake bands.
Going with fake bands. Okay.
Yeah.
This band spent most of the film Can't Hardly Wait breaking up instead of playing?
Is that the Mighty Mighty Bosstones? No, that's the wrong one. That's Clueless. I said it.
You were just thinking out loud.
Thinking out
Okay.
loud. Chris
Can't
thought out.
hardly wait. Can't hardly wait. I know the movie a little bit. Okay, multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Your choices are A, Citizen Dick, B, Lustra, C, Love Burger, or D, Sonic Death Monkey.
How about Love Burger?
You got it.
Wow.
You're on the board.
Nice.
Good job. Good job. Okay. Leanor is on the board. Linus,
What's in a love burger?
I don't-
Don't ask.
Good answer.
Chris, it would be good if it said "Welcome to Good Burger." That's all. That's a
I
Chris
know, I
question.
mean,
You all right?
geez.
That's why I picked Love Burger, because you're here.
that's a touchy subject.
Okay, moving on.
Linus, you got to get on the board.
All right, here I come.
Your choices are hair metal or ska bands.
Hair metal, 100%.
Dude, we both Chris and I both wanted to see if our bands are in this, and you just failed us.
Sorry. If I don't get a hair metal question though, I'm gonna turn the computer off and leave.
Okay, here we go. In 1983, this band's album became the first metal album to reach #1 on the Billboard charts.
Quiet Riot, sir.
Wow, 10 points. Boom.
If we made this hair metal, I would clean this place up.
I guess that was a gimme. Chris DeMakes is probably pissed right now. All right. Hey, everybody's on the board now. And Chris, this is last question of round 1.
All right, let's do it.
Your choices will be ska bands or One Hit Thunder.
This is for Leanor. I'm gonna go with ska bands. This is for her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
Okay, this is a good one too. No Doubt founding member Eric Stefani left the band at the peak of their popularity to do what?
I know the answer to this, but I can't think of it. I'm gonna have to go multiple choice. I want to say, and I'm just thinking out loud, I want to say like an animator, an illustrator, but I don't recall. So hit me with the multiple choice, please.
Your choices are A, train for the Olympics, B, write for Saturday Night Live, C, animate The Simpsons, or D, score the John Candy movie Canadian Bacon.
Wow. I don't recall him being affiliated with the Simpsons, but I got to go with my gut here, because when I don't go with my gut, it's always bad. And sometimes when I go with my gut, it's bad, but I'm going with my gut. Simpsons.
You got it.
Good
Okay. Hey, that was a great round. Everybody's on the board. 10-10-5. Leanor, good news. A lot of good news for you as we start round 2. The good news is the point values are doubled, so you're barely behind. And the really good news for you in round 2, Leanor, is this.
Yeah.
We all know this is being presented by Geekscape. So we had to make it a little bit geeky. And I don't know if anybody in here plays Mario Kart, but if you play Mario Kart, you know that if you're in last place, you can get a thing called a blue shell. And when you get the blue shell, you throw it and you hit the person in first place and knock them out. So you being behind right now, you get the blue shell. And this is the way it works.
Okay.
When you get a question and either A, you don't know the answer to it, or B, you think the person in first place doesn't know the answer to it, then you can throw the blue shell at them.
I like it.
And they get the chance to either, but here's the rub, is that if they get it, they get the full 20 points and they get the multiple choice.
It's like gambling. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be gambling.
Okay.
But if they miss it, Leanor, it's 20 points. It's a 20-point thing. If they miss it, they get minus 20 points and you get plus 20 points.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay, let's play.
So it's serious now. It's very serious. And if these two guys are both still tied, when you throw the blue shell, you can decide who you want to throw it at. but if they're not, if somebody's ahead, you got to throw it at the person who's in the lead. And like I said, now if you get it without the multiple choice, you get 20 points. If you get it with the multiple choice, you get 10.
And just remember, we did ska tours together back in '96.
Remember, I played Nerf Herder and you were there. And
Chris did some chiropractic work on me once.
I did.
I have
Okay.
a gift certificate for a chiropractor I can give you. No.
And this round, it'll be 3 questions each. And then at the end of this, whoever's in last place they're not in the final round. It'll be down to the last 2.
Okay.
Okay.
So here we go. Leanor,
Yes.
your categories are Get Weird or cartoons spelled TUNES.
Let's try cartoons.
Okay.
Okay.
So in this category, I'm going to give you the first line of a cartoon theme song, and you got to tell me what cartoon it is.
Okay.
Okay. Your clue is life is like a hurricane.
Multiple choice.
And if it's any, I guess I can do this.
Okay.
The melody is
Oh yeah.
life is like a hurricane.
DuckTales.
Got it. Nice.
Wow.
You got it. I'll give everyone that same respect of, I should have done that from the start, but wow.
Yeah, right. If you sing
20
it.
points. 20 points. Pretty damn good.
You
Leanor,
sang really well. You're usually tone deaf. That was great.
Yeah. Pumped right into the lead.
Yeah. Life is like a...
That's why he plays bass.
It's good.
Oh.
That was fun.
All right. So moving along, Linus, your
Yeah.
choices are I Want My MTV or punk rock.
Let's go MTV.
Okay. Pull that up. Okay. What artist had 11 music videos played on the first day of MTV, with 5 of them repeating for a total of 16 appearances in 24 hours?
I'm definitely going to need some multiple choice on that, but I bet I'll get it.
Your choices are A, Rod Stewart, B, Phil Collins, C, Peter Gabriel, or D, David Bowie.
I'm going to say David Bowie because he had a lot of like promo videos and stuff that predated MTV, and they played him a lot. So I'm going to say David Bowie.
I think it was Rod Stewart.
Damn it!
I think it was Phil Collins.
It was Rod Stewart.
Damn it. All right. Well,
Which is crazy to think because like MTV was like born. Like, yeah, people did performance videos. I know Queen did, but I don't recall why Rod Stewart would have 11 performance videos. That seems strange.
yeah, that is crazy. And I watched a lot of MTV, and I don't remember that many Rod Stewart
I don't remember
videos.
Rod Stewart very much at all.
Yeah.
So we did one of the very first videos that we did when we started producing YouTube videos for Geekscape was the 10 strangest videos that played on the first day of MTV. And to do that, I watched the full 24-hour run of videos. And it's because of Top of the Pops. Like when you would do that show, you were supposed to perform, but if you had a song hit #1 for multiple weeks, people would just record like a music video for it for Top of the Pops to play. And Rod Stewart in the 70s had so many hits that it was just like these boring videos of him just in like a black room with a backup band, and that was all MTV could get access to for that.
So it's kind of like karaoke videos.
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. Well,
All right.
I guess now I need a blue shell to throw at somebody.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, I got to consult with Matt for a second. Does the blue shell now change to whoever's in last? That's a good question.
It depends on if DeMakes gets his question, then he'll still be in the lead. But yeah, I would say that the blue shell might change hands by the time we get to Leanor for the next round.
That's how it works in Mario Kart. Is whoever's in last. So yeah, right now, for the moment, the blue shell has moved to Linus.
Okay.
Because Leanor's in the lead right now. You can't have a blue shell when you're in the lead. That's not how it works. You just get bananas. You drag bananas behind you. Mario Kart players will know what I'm talking
Crazy town.
about. All right, Chris, you ready to rock?
I am. Let's do it.
Okay, your choices are Christmas classics or One Hit Thunder.
Well, I love Christmas. I love the holidays. I do not like Christmas songs in general. They make me want to gouge my eyeballs out. So I'm going to go One Hit Thunder.
Okay. The vocal track on this massive 2006 international hit was recorded in a single take.
Going to have to go with some choices.
Your choices are A, David Archuleta's Crush, B, Peter, Bjorn, and John's Young Folks. Folks? I don't know how to say that word. C, Jet, Are You Gonna Be My Girl? Or D, Gnarls Barkley, Crazy.
I don't know the answer to this. I would think just from vocal abilities of this person, I'm going to go Gnarls Barkley. That's my answer.
You got it.
All right.
A single take. Crazy was done. And the entire song was just those two guys, him and Danger Mouse, messing around. He did it in one take, and that is the take that we all know and of that song. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's so good.
I love the Jet song, but it's not that technically hard to sing. I could see them doing that in one take, but the Crazy performance is pretty epic. So I figured that gentleman could really sing.
Yeah, that gentleman. Okay, Leanor, we're back to you.
Okay.
I believe is in the lead. Hey, scorekeeper, what's the score right now? I lost track.
We've got Linus in third place, now owning a blue shell with 10 points. In second place, we've got Chris DeMakes with 20 points. And in first place, Leanor with 25.
That's insane. Okay.
All right.
So wait, I got 20 points the second round?
Total.
No.
Total.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, because I had to use the gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, right. All right.
Okay.
Leanor, your choices are Beavis and Butthead commentary or Get Weird.
Okay, let's do Get Weird now. Let's try it.
Get Weird.
Yeah.
Okay, in this round, I'll be naming the actual song, and you got to tell me what Weird Al's parody song was called.
Okay, I'll try.
So we're going on this one with Huey Lewis in the News. I Want a New Drug.
Oh, I don't know this one. Multiple choice. Oh, Chris knows it. Okay, multiple choice, please.
Your choices are A, I Want a New Pug. B, I Want a New Duck. C, I Want a New Slug. Or D, My Brother's a Stud.
I'm going to try My Brother's a Stud.
No, but that's an awesome. That's wrong, but that's really funny if that's what it
My
was.
brother's a stud.
My brother's a stud.
Yeah. What was it? What is it, Chris?
It's
I want a new duck.
I want a new duck.
And
Okay.
the horn solo was actually a duck quacking solo in the song on Weird Al's version. Yeah.
Okay.
Not one of his big hits though, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, don't feel bad.
Yeah. Deep cut.
Yeah, it's Geekscape. We had to get some Al in there.
Okay.
But the good news is you're still in the lead. We'll see what happens here. Linus, who is holding a blue shell right now, keep that in mind.
Be nice to me.
Okay. Your choices are Sleigh Bells or Geek Rock.
Ooh, oh.
Oh man. I guess I'll go Geek Rock, although it's going to be sad if I don't get this right.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I get that. Nerf Herder is the band that coined the term. Am I right about that? That says on Wikipedia anyway.
Yeah, they're going to kick me out of the band if I don't get this right.
Okay. Here we go. Declan Patrick McManus is well known by what stage name?
Elvis Costello.
You got it. Whoa.
Nice.
20 points. 20
Good
points.
job.
That was
And
strong.
I think with that, the blue shell, unless I'm mistaken, I think the blue shell moves to Chris DeMakes. Am I right, producer Matt Kelly?
Chris is now the owner of the blue shell. And next up, the question.
Yeah. So, Chris, you have the blue shell right now. Keep that in mind.
All right. Got it.
Your choices are Sleigh Bells or punk rock.
Ooh.
Gotta go punk rock. I don't know what the Sleigh Bells. Did we do Sleigh Bells yet?
That's where it's the thrash metal covers.
Oh,
of-
that scares the heck out of me. Yeah,
That's
let's go punk-
hard.
Let's go punk rock. But now I'm trying to determine, if I don't know this one, who the bigger threat sitting across from me is. Is it Leanor
Well,
or Linus? I just
it
don't
has
know
to
yet.
go to whoever's in first, who is Matt. Fill us in. Who's in first?
It would go to Linus if you were to blue shell it to someone.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's ahead right now. The blue shell can only go to the person. in
Got it.
first.
Okay.
Okay. Man, this lead is bouncing around too. This is wild. All right, you went with punk rock, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What did the letters CBGB stand for in the club's name?
Country bluegrass. Country bluegrass.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, what's the last two? I know this. Country bluegrass. CBGB. Country bluegrass. Oh, I wanted to know this one so I could get all the points. I'm not going to get the last two. I'm going to have to go multiple choice, but I'll get it here.
Okay. Your choices are A, Connor, Bishop, Greggs, and Benoli. B, Come Back, Get Back. C, City Beat, Garage Beat. Or D, Country, Bluegrass, Blues.
Oh, that's why I was confused.
You're like keep saying two, but it's only one more.
It's only one more. Yeah, really. It's because the G isn't it's the last one. Country bluegrass blues.
You got it.
Why is the G in there? That's why I was confused.
Grass, bluegrass.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, bluegrass. Sorry. Duh.
It's
Yeah,
one
I
more.
thought you were really smart.
Thanks for pointing out the obvious. No, I'm not. I'm smart to an extent.
It's like Buffalo Wild Wings, and they call it BW3.
Makes no
Yes.
sense.
No, it used to be called Buffalo Wine Wings and Weck.
Yeah, Weck. Yeah.
Weck is
What
they call
is
sauce.
Weck?
Weck
I
is
know.
the
Well,
sauce.
last
It's like
time I was there, I ordered some Weck, and they said they were out of it or something.
Yeah, Weck is I think an Australian a slang term for sauce. I could be wrong.
Mm.
Pass.
All right, so hey, this is the last round of questions before we go to the final round.
Do I get the blue shell? Do
I was
get
going to say
the blue
the
shell?
blue shell's back to Leanor. It's now
Oh.
a tie lead between Chris and Linus.
Oh, I'm so ready for it.
All right, so what's the scores right now, Matt? We need to know this.
So it's a tie of 30 for Linus, 30 for Chris, and 25 for Leanor.
Wow, this is intense. Okay, here we go. Leanor, you are holding the blue shell right now. Your choices are One Hit Thunder
Okay.
or Sleigh Bells.
Sleigh bells. Come on. I watched Ricky Rackman every Saturday.
Yeah.
I know what's up.
All right, we're going with another Sleigh Bells. Whoa.
Oh,
I was short.
that is a song from Home Alone.
It sure is. 20.
Yeah.
Leanor. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. That was awesome.
I know that.
Well done.
That's killing it on this. All right. Leanor jumps to the lead. So right now, there's no blue shell.
It's really Linus or Chris can throw a blue shell, I guess, until one of them gets.
Yeah. I guess we'll allow that for the moment. For the moment, you have a blue shell, Linus. You can use it if you want to.
Okay.
Targeting Leanor, who's sitting at the top right now. Okay. Your choices are Geek Rock or Beavis and Butthead commentary.
I'm going to go with Geek Rock again.
Okay. Geek Rock. Your question is John Flansburgh and John Linnell front this Brooklyn-based band that began in 1982.
They might be giants.
Got it. And you jumped into the lead.
That dog.
He's giving me all the answers.
So, Chris,
Yes.
you got the blue shell. and you got a little bit of desperation here because I believe, I mean, it just kind of worked out that way, but I believe that this is a must answer for you. Am I right, Matt? This is a must do for Chris?
Do we say that if the person, I mean, if he throws a blue shell and it hit, does he get any points for throwing the blue shell?
If the other person misses it, yeah.
Yeah, so he could still use the blue shell to win this.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, or he could answer the question, right? All right.
Here's the thing: can you throw the blue shell after you've asked for the multiple choice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The blue shell has to be decided before the multiple choice, but the person will get the multiple choice anyway, so it doesn't matter really.
Okay.
You know, it's either way.
Well, the other person will get the multiple choice if I throw the blue. Okay.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, Chris, your choices are One Hit Thunder or Christmas classics.
I was hoping that heavy metal category would come up again. My wheelhouse, but I'm gonna go for One Hit Thunder. I'm afraid of the Christmas classics.
Okay. Christmas. No one wanted to mess with the Christmas classics.
I do. I just haven't gotten it yet.
The Archies' hit song "Sugar Sugar" was originally written for what band?
I could be wrong about this, but I gotta go for broke here. I can't throw a shell. I'm all in. For some reason, the first thing that popped in my mind was the Monkees.
You got it.
Yeah.
Good job, dude.
All right.
Awesome.
Rest in peace to Michael Nesmith. And
Yes.
Chris got it right. So Matt, where are we at? Who's out of here?
Well, sadly, this is the end of the line for Leanor now.
Oh no!
She can still hang out in the green room and enjoy the final round if she likes.
I
But
feel very Vanna-esque. I
Leanor, you were an amazing contestant. This was
thought so. I thought I was better than I thought I was going to do.
We did great.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this was like I didn't realize this was like Survivor, and we're gonna start like voting people off the island. And
well, it's just for the final round. It has to be 1-on-1.
All right. Keep me in the green room. Have fun, guys.
All right.
Thanks, Leanor.
Good to see you.
Now
And
it's just a
just-
bunch of dudes.
Yeah. It's like a smelly locker room.
just because he recorded it, I real quickly just play the final Sleigh Bells cover because he put some work into it. So why not? So before we go to the final round, enjoy Scott's cover of "It Feels Like Christmas" from the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Nice. Cool. That's our theme music going into the final round here. So I'm sure that both of you guys are familiar with the game show Name That Tune from back in the day. I think it might be back on. It might be like Jane Lynch was hosting it or something, or somebody. Or no, I think Randy Jackson and what's her name from 30 Rock were hosting it. Whatever. Point being that the idea was I can name that song in 3 notes, or I can name that song in 4 notes. So this is kind of a play off of that. What it is so I believe Chris had the higher score, right, Matt, between these two guys?
No, it was a tie. It was 50-50.
Okay.
It was 50 points and 50 points.
All right, I'm gonna flip a pick then. This punchline pick, that's heads that has the logo on it. This is tails. I'm gonna flip a pick for who gets to who would be like in the lead here. So Linus.
Yes.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
It is heads. It is heads. So
Of course.
it doesn't really matter. It's just that Chris. So we're going to start with Linus. Here's what's going to happen here. Do They Know It's Christmas was released in December of 1984 in reaction to television reports of the famine in Ethiopia. I'm sure you guys are both familiar with this song, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Linus, here's the deal. You're going to say, how many people that performed in that song can you name? Okay. And then Chris can either say, go ahead and name them to win, or Chris can say, I can name this many. Then the ball's in your court, Linus. You can either say, go ahead and name them, or I can name this many. So it's kind of like who thinks they can name more people that are in Do They Know It's Christmas?
So wait, you have to decide ahead of time how many people you think you can name?
So Linus, say right now your number was 3. Okay. You say, I think I can name 3 people that are in Do They Know It's Christmas? So Chris goes either, you know what? I can name 4. Or Chris goes, go ahead and name them. And if you can't name them, Linus, then Chris wins. It's over.
Oh my God.
Or, and it goes back and forth until one guy finally goes, well, go ahead and do it, So it starts with you. How many people do you know you could name in Do They Know It's Christmas?
All right. Do I get a chance? So I get a second to think about it here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I wouldn't name them out loud.
Well, I'm not going to.
He's going to Google it real quick.
No, I'm going to write them down. I'm writing them down on my pad. I should Google it, actually. Wait, we can Google? I didn't know.
This isn't Ian from Newfound Glory when we're doing this.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. The other thing that's hard is not confusing this with the other 4 songs. We Are the World and all that stuff.
Who could forget Hearing Aid, Stars?
Oh, yeah. We're stars! I had the 12-inch single of that.
I did too. One of the worst songs ever recorded, but I loved it.
The funniest part about that is they put Yngwie's solo right next to the guy from Blue Oyster Cult. So he's like blink, 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 and then Yngwie comes in and he's like anyway, right. I digress. Let's see. I'm gonna say 3 people.
Okay, Chris, you either tell him name them or you say you can do more.
Name them.
Whoa. Okay.
Duran.
Matt has to come here to verify these.
I'm looking on my phone. So, okay, yeah, Duran.
Okay, you got one.
Okay. Wham.
Yep.
U2.
Now, I want to ask you a question real quick. It's fair. Can you at least name one member of each one of those bands?
Oh, of course. Yeah. So Simon Le Bon, George Michael.
I would have said Andrew Ridgely, but whatever.
Bono.
All right. You got it.
Yay!
I knew none of those.
I thought you guys.
I didn't know anybody that was in. I don't know anybody that was on that.
I'm surprised I knew 3. There's probably 100 people. And 3 is not very much, but
if I knew 4, I would have said I knew 4. I didn't know any. I remember
Leanor,
this
song. How high would you have gone, Leanor?
I remember Bono in it. I keep also messing it up with We Are the World. I just keep thinking of that one, so it's hard to.
Who else is in it? Who else is on it?
It's
Matt?
a lot of white European guys.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to name all of them, but Cool from Cool and the Gang, Phil Collins was there, Chris Cross from Ultravox was there, Bananarama was in there.
Oh.
Chris, I never remember this band's name. The one that did True.
Spandau Ballet.
Spandau Ballet.
Yeah, Spandau Ballet. Was there. The Boomtown Rats were there. Paul Young was there. David Bowie and Paul McCartney were just some of the big names that were part of.
That's what I said. White European guys. Mostly.
Pretty much.
Linus, congratulations. And everybody, thank you for being here. Before we go, I do want to mention this whole thing is to benefit big brothers and big sisters of coastal and northern New Jersey. And in particular, a kid named Liam. We're trying to raise $2,000 today for a kid named Liam. That's the cost of, 1 year of the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. Liam, he loves video games. He wants to be a YouTube content creator when he grows up. He is looking for someone to play sports with. He's from a single parent home, and he's a cool kid. And if anyone out there has a few bucks that you can donate, I know I want to talk about this real quick. Leanor, you said you were a big sister, right?
Yeah, I did that for a while. I made my girl really mad at me because her name was Shalon, and I thought it would be cool to try to dress like her. So I got cross colors clothes.
Nice.
And she just was more embarrassed. She's like, "Don't sit by me." but I did it for a year. It was a really cool program.
Nice. That's awesome. Really, really cool. Really, really great cause today. And the live stream continues till when, Matt?
So if you're on Eastern Standard, it will end at 1 a.m. Actually, no, that's not even true. It would end at 1 a.m. At 11 p.m. Eastern Standard is the Geekscape 15-year anniversary live show, which will then be followed by, I believe, an hour performance of Scott Coppenstein's band, the Littlest Man Band. And that would be the end of the event, is the sweet, sweet sultry sounds of Scott Coppenstein. So stay tuned. We've got a ton of great stuff coming up. Soon is a live performance of a multi-instrumentalist named Brian Fitzy, who builds full songs just using his loop pedal. So that's going to be a 15-minute performance. And then the newest Geekscape podcast, Before My Time, in which people come and talk about things that they loved from well before they were born. We're going to be talking about the first 5 years of Saturday Night Live, the 70s Saturday Night Live for the live stream. But how about we give everybody on this stream right now a chance to promote what they're up to as well?
Yeah. What's everybody have going on? We'll go. We changed our direction. So Linus over here. What do you got going on?
Mostly I just hang out in my pajamas and I watch old reruns of Three's Company. So yeah. So watch for me doing that in 2022.
Nice.
Cool.
Chris DeMakes, what do you got going on?
Well, first of all, I'd like to tell Linus that let's go for a drink later at the Regal Beagle. I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime,
And
anytime.
I have the same Mackie 824s in my studio, so we're sharing some stuff here. But I want to thank everybody. Thanks to Chris and Matt Kelly. I want to thank Jonathan over at Geekscape. Happy anniversary. Happy holidays to everybody. Good to see you, Linus. Good to see you, Leanor. I'm still doing Chris DeMakes a podcast. Have one of my favorite episodes coming up this week, a Christmas episode that was really cool. Still playing in Less Than Jake and touring.
Hey, I think you can tell them. Tell them who's coming. We gave a clue. People know who it is.
I got D. Snyder breaking down We're Not Going to Take It on the show this week.
What?
Yeah.
Amazing.
And it's awesome.
Cool.
Holy
It's
shit.
awesome.
That's cool.
He was on fire. I listened back to the episode, and it almost sounds like when you can listen to podcasts and like at 1.5 speed. Like D's just so amped up on coffee, and you hear me just like by the end of it, I sound like I'm on speed with him. It's just crazy. I'm just so excited.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
A lot of fun. But hey, thanks to each and every one of you. That was a lot of fun, and
Yes.
thank you so much.
Leanor, what you got going?
Well, Five Iron Frenzy put out an album called Until This Shakes Apart, and we're practicing. So hopefully some shows next year. And sometimes I do a podcast called Too Punk to Be a Hippie, where I talk about my efforts to be green living, like healthy earth living stuff. And I'm really stuck at it, but it's fun. It's a fun podcast. So check it out too.
Nice. Hell yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much. This was a lot of fun, and I hope to do it again sometime. You guys were all great contestants.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Peace.
Thank you.